And how y'all doing today? Hope you guys had a good few days. Sorry I've been absent. Life has decided it really just wants to screw with me lately. Oh man. I was looking right at chat when that popped up. I'm not even gonna pretend. I was looking right at chat to see if anyone said hey. Do you guys like the music that's playing right now? Does it fit for you guys? I like it. Dual flip. God. What is it? All right. Is a barrel roll enough? Your verbal thoughts on what you were saying to Shade about tonight's game. I saw them. I am slightly concerned. Normally when when the first thing said is, I expect everyone to die at least 5 times. Well, A, that sounds like you're challenging us, and B, it sounds like you've done something fucked. And I'm not sure which is more entertaining, honestly. I think I've got raspberries. I know I got white wine, and honestly, bread with tomatoes not that bad. I mean, it's a little hard for me to do a flip in a chair. Yeah, I knew I had raspberries. Fair enough, fair enough. Do I have wheat dough for bread? God, I do have a good amount of recipes. There's rice. Okay, so I need to make some bread dough with barley. Okay, that's do a cheer. Let me just break out the old Tony Hawk skills, you know. Take a sip. All right, all right. I legitimately have told chat to fuck off a few times with things. Honestly, being told to do a flip is really mild compared to some of the stuff that people have told me to do in the past. Honestly, it's refreshing to just be told to do a flip. At least we got past that point where I had people regularly telling me I should just go die. Glad we're past those days. Chug got discontinued. What, about people telling me to just go die? Dude, it's been a year or two ago. Like, okay. You will get a channel point redeem for me to shave the beard, Ghost. You will get a channel point redeem for me to shave the beard the day you choose to get a face cam of your own. And seeing as I know you don't want to do that, I'm not worried. I mean, if what about the? To be fair, yeah, no. Plain and simple, there's a reason I choose not to play first-person shooter games. I'm not very good at it, and two, I don't handle the toxicity very well. You know, if I wanted to deal with toxic people, I'd go deal with my coworkers. Oh no, yeah, no. I have told chat to F off a few times. I'm not gonna deny it. It takes me being in a pretty bad mood for me to want to tell chat to F off, though. You've really got to screw up for me to get to that point. I'm generally pretty chill about it. If I'm at the point I'm telling chat to F off, you've screwed up. Hey, it's a hobo. You do not have any wheat. That is actually a little concerning. Yeah, and I think probably the worst time, the most toxic and that I've ever been in chat. I used to play a game called Brawlhalla on stream, if you've ever heard of it. And I had opened up playing to invited people, just randos in to play because I was looking for people to play with. I only had one or two people one or two regulars, there that were willing to play, and I swear, if you ever decide to play Brawlhalla on stream, don't play with anyone who, when you load up the game, they've got platinum rank. Because it's a Pokemon. Because they are just the what are they defining as a provocative manner? That's my question, because that's so fucking vague, that like, that's so fucking vague. Like next thing you know, they're gonna be saying, "Oh look, here's a child in a fully concealing dress, going to church. Oh my God, that's child. That's provocative. That child's ankles are showing. That's so vague. Like, I'm not pro, yes, protect the children, but that's so vague. That's hurting legitimate business in addition. You know? And what are they defining as children? Are they saying any character, which is wild, because like when you look at how many streamers and American anime companies are based out of Texas, American translating companies, you know. No, I can't argue with the attempt. You know, it is important that we at least recognize that we do need, that we do need to protect children, but where do you draw the age limit in that? You know, where do you draw the age limit in that? Because I've had female coworkers at jobs who were the same age as me, and yet all it would take is, them not wearing a work uniform and putting a smile on their face, and you'd think they were 14. You know? I've legitimately worked with 20 and 30-year-olds that could pass for 14 and 15. Are they, and I don't mean, just in looks. I mean, full body. They were short. They weren't, they weren't very well developed. If they get married and is their partner suddenly a predator because they're not a well-developed, tall individual? They're so vague. Like, I'm not defending actual predators, but that's basically saying if you're not 5'8" and at least a C cup, you're not a woman. That is, God, that I swear, vague work in politics is the enemy of everybody. Like, one of my best friends, she's only 5'2", 5'1", might even be shorter. She's not some busty short stack. She's got to build according to her height. That pisses me off so much. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Cup size means absolutely nothing. Working in food service in my late teens, early 20s, we were getting girls coming through in wearing bikinis that looked like they were 19, 20, but they were coming through with their mom and dad, and from their behavior and the way they talked, they were 12, 13, 14, and you couldn't tell visually. Shit is fucked these days, that bottle is almost good. I'm going to just make more wine and shit is fucked these days when it comes to how mature people look. People just do not look their age these days, and I think that's part of the reason why in the last few years in anime we've seen so many more characters that have the Patan, young look, even if in the context of the show they're not young. is because people, people mature so differently than they did 20 years ago. Well, it's not, I'm not saying it's not right, I'm just saying it's happening, you know? It's gotta, I hate the politics of the whole situation. Well, any actual anime enjoyer who's watching the anime for the story and occasionally for the waifus, not going to hate. Everyone's had their moment with them. Anyone who's watching anime and appreciating it for being anime is not actively looking for that sort of situation. For the predatory side. The only ones going towards that predatory side are the ones who genuinely don't have respect for people as individuals. Your average weeb, they just want to stay in their lane and enjoy their life. They're not looking to freaking do anything, outside of their normal. Yeah, no, legitimately, there's a lot of them that would be banned just because of one situation, one moment, Like, legitimately, there are quite a few that would be just completely off the table for 1 or 2 moments. It's a little left up when you look at it that way. I forgot to go put the wheat seeds down. Now, to be fair, there are a lot, when you get into older anime, there are a lot of moments that are like, When you get into older anime, there are a lot of moments that are just, definitely not kosher, but, if you're talking about anything made in the last 12 years, don't tempt them. They will. Don't tempt them. You know they will. Oh my God, the ankles! You know damn well those old heads are exactly like that. When don't tempt them. The only people with more with their head further up their ass than politicians are nosy neighbors. Well, the only people with their heads further up their asses than politicians is nosy neighbors. Like, okay, I get it. You don't have a life outside of finding out what's going on inside my house. Honestly, I'm a little surprised the Turkish government hasn't already. Wood poles. Okay. Y'all really like your wood poles, apparently. Yeah, no, it's there is an amount of regulation that needs to happen, but what you have to understand, especially with the internet, media travels more than they can control. Media travels further than any government can control. They really don't have the ability to just full stop it. I don't like I normally don't don't delve too much into politics. I actually kind of hate doing this, but if you're going to talk about protecting children, oh no, Strike Witch is 100% fucked. What you have to remember is the standards on production of anime international, is Japan's standards on animation, and what they allow are a lot different than what a lot of other countries allow. So when you've got, so when you combine, they have different more open standards with international audiences that have tighter standards, you end up with a lot of stuff. I mean, looking back on it, half the stuff that happened in Love Hina yeah. If if Love Hina came out, came out as an anime now, whoo, yeah, no, there'd be a lot of screaming from the activists. That's the... Yeah, no, the universe of Strike Witch is just fucked, so don't feel bad about thinking that one's fucked. Like, you would... Yeah, no, it's like this latest round of isekais, it's all been old men getting isekai'd into worlds. It hasn't been, teens and 20, Elfen Lied would have never been produced, these days. Love Hina would have never been produced, thinking of another, you would never have seen, the original Neon Genesis Evangelion produced in the way it was now. You would have gotten Rebuild 20 years earlier if Evangelion. I mean, don't get me wrong, isekai, the concept is really fun to play with. The thing I don't like about most isekai anime is that for some reason the idea that the main character must suffer is way too prevalent. I don't like how much they seem to focus on the idea if the main character is not suffering, you're not doing it right. Like, damn, let the bro have a break. Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's Gate. That's Gate you're thinking of, Fishy. Yeah, no, that's straight up Gate. And the hilarious thing is, Gate is literally, Gate is legitimately a case of Japan, fuck yeah. GATE. Gate is literally a case of Japan, fuck yeah, the anime. Like, I'm not even kidding. The entire thing is about the Japanese self-defense force, being, such complete badasses that even them, with the equipment they've got, is enough to take over an entire medieval country. It's not wrong, but it's still hilarious that it's, as an anime, when you look at it that way. Like, there's nothing wrong with just watching an anime because it's, because it's neat, Yeah, no, probably the isekai anime I find the most hilarious is these ones in the last few years where they've been, where you get the go, we think you're useless because your power isn't directly related to combat, so we're just going to tell you to go F off. We're just gonna give you this quiet plot of land and tell you to go, to go F off. Like there's quite a few manga where the main character is literally just some guy who along with several other just some guys got transported to Fantasyland when they decided to find out what super fantastical, whatever super fantastical powers each of them has. One guy has farming, and they just say, okay, well, he's useless. Let's just dump him on this plot of land and tell him to fuck off. I actually like reading those. Those are actually kind of fun to read. But, well, that's just it. It's not. That's just it. One Punch isn't a big FU to Dragon Ball. It's an FU to shonen scaling. It's not an FU to Dragon Ball. It's an FU to shonen scaling. And I ain't worried about Truck Kun. If he's coming for me, then when my time comes, it comes. Because Saitama as a character is an end of the series character at the start. He completely breaks the power scaling because he is a shonen character at the end of their growth arc, at the start of the game, and at the start of the story. So it's the entire thing with him is him trying. Yeah, no, it is literally just satire, making satire of the entirety of I must grow stronger because I lost the, little fight, number 3, 4, 5. That sounds like your own plot problem there, Dirk. The nice thing about mods is you can remove them, even though it might mean you lose a save file. Besides, if it's SnowRunner, I think you're the only one of us that plays that. What? Dirt, what? But yeah, no, like, I love me some anime. I've legitimately been reading One Piece since it first came out in the US. I'm not even kidding. I freaking started One Piece on the first chapter, One Piece's first chapter in the very first Shonen Jump it came out. Me? Oh, wait, what? Yeah, no, I'm just Kiramasu. 'Tis my name. It's what I go by. Alright, what do we want to make next? More corn. Oh, my character in game? Yeah, no. Kiramasu. Oh, yeah, no, it's just Kiramasu. I kind of tried to make her look as close to as close to a Toho character as I could. It's really simple. It's I tried to make it as close to a Toho character as I could. Oh God, what is? Unfortunately, I can't name the character directly. It is me. There are a lot of Toho characters. It's easy how you shake something that weighs nearly 4,000 tons, Derek. I know you're playing SnowRunner. It's easy. Run into a wall. You are not going to get me on SnowRunner. I'm gonna be honest, Durga. You're not getting me on SnowRunner. Ugh. Last time I saw, let's see. Where is Doug? Where is Durg? The Durg isn't online at the moment. Posture check. Thank you. Honestly, I'm surprised that wasn't already permitted. Thank you for the posture check. I am looking forward to my birthday, though. I am looking forward to my birthday. My roommate's getting me a bottle of mead for the occasion. It's gonna be fun. All right, I needed to make some barley bread and some garlic salad. Yep, birthday is this coming Monday. I will be turning 400 years old. Alright, I need a salad with garlic and turnips. What am I, a Viltrumite? Oh God. No, in all reality, I'm just turning 39. I am an old man by Twitch standards. God, you love reminding me of that toilet avatar, don't you, Ghost? I am never gonna live that toilet avatar down. Oh, I am never gonna live that avatar down. One time. One time. And honestly, I'm pretty sure the toilet in my house is older than I am. Don't rip. Yeah, no, I know. I saw the name of the game, Third. Oh, speaking of mothers, my mom is doing quite well after her surgery. She's getting, it's getting easier and easier for her to walk. And she should be, she's got to go through some minor physical therapy, but she should be, completely back on her feet within the next week or so, I think. 2 weeks, something like that. But yeah, no, God, animes. What animes? I mean, I love me some Gundam. Hell, half the original Gundams would not have been made, if if they were more uptight. Legitimately, one of the core things that happens in the Gundam series, in any of them, pretty much. I think there might be one that doesn't. Pretty much every single Gundam series has a big underlying idea of child soldiers. Right all the way back to the first one. No, it has never been shy about it. All right, what's our alcohol like? Yeah, Gundam. Gundam is big on the child labor, on the child soldiers. No one will ever deny that. I won't say it's fucking bizarre like that, but it's a truth of Gundam. They are really big on the child soldiers in Gundam. Wait, why was I not able to make wheat? What? Oh, I don't have any wheat flour. Duh. Alright. Like, I know I've got a fat tongue. I know. Here. Is it child abuse when they choose to get in the pilot seat? Fair enough. Is it child abuse when they choose to get in the pilot's seat, though? Like, look at the original, like, look at the original, look at the original Evangelion. Shinji said, no, I'm not. At the start, Shinji doesn't want to get into the freaking, you know, cockpit. Then he sees Rey just, you know, Rey, who he does no idea who she is at this point. You know, the other pilot, you know, basically on her deathbed being told to get into the fucking machine. Well, and she's just like, okay, I'll do it because, you know, and just complete willingness. And he says, no, screw you. I'm doing it because, you know, because she's fucking dying. You know, it's wild. You know, Evangelion is wild on that part. And at the end of the series, I mean, end of Evangelion has 2 points that I'm just like, three if you count. Yeah. Evangelion has, you know, end of Evangelion has a few really, really screwed up parts. Like, the start of the end of Evangelion has Shinji beating it over a girl in a coma. Not even kidding. You want to know who came up with it? You know, it had to be a dude, because how else is there going to be such puerile humor in it? You can always tell when it was a guy that named something because there's just puerile humor behind it. You know, if it seems like it was named by a teenager, it was named by a guy. What up, Bugs? How you doing? I mean, honestly, when, you know, why don't they just call it the colander? Technically mine, Bugs. Mine actually falls on Monday. All right, what recipes do I not have? All right, well, I think tomorrow is going to be the next service. I think we're ready. Congratulations, Bugs. But also my birthday is Monday. Seems to be a busy week. Garlic shrimp. Come to think of it, I think my uncle is next week too. And then my roommate is at the end of the month. April is just really busy for birthdays with people I know. It's kind of weird, actually. We have meat broth, we have vegetable broth. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. the origin story for Snow White. Yeah, I don't know, like all those old fairy tales, like good God, then they all lived fucked up after is pretty accurate. Of a beloved fart tale. Yeah, no, that tracks. Yeah, like legitimately one of the most well-adjusted Disney princesses is technically the one from Brave, from my perspective. She knows what she wants and she pursues it. Minor RP. Let's see. Throw that in there. It doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, it's a little cringe. Yeah. It's a tavern simulator. I'm getting ready to open for business here soon. I don't care about that one. I'm gonna open for business, so I'm gonna be making plenty of money. All right. I think we are ready for service. We're open. It's 8:30 in the morning and we're already serving on the taps. Dude, that's part of why I love playing this. It's got the whole Stardew Valley aesthetic, but it's all about running a tavern. There's an employee. There's the other one. I forgot we had that. The AI is actually halfway decent for the servers, but but unless you fill all 4 spots with employees, you still have to do some stuff. Like if somebody gets angry, I'm gonna have to go out there and deck them to get them to settle down. But and I'm also having to serve the drinks. Well, it's fun. Prior to getting these two, though, I had to do everything by myself. Let me tell you, that was starting to get a little hard. And not in the fun way. Green. Hey, John Cox leveled up. Congratulations. Not valid. How is it not valid? It was completely valid yesterday. Why is it not valid now? I swear if it's because the door's open. Dude, I've got Graveyard Keeper. I've got Graveyard Keeper, I think. Hey, that... And it's a while. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest. Catching, you know, somebody of that inclination in Roblox isn't really that hard. You know, they're in most public spaces on Roblox. It's literally a case of, oh look, I bumped into somebody. That's what they are. That place is a real catching one there is a really low bar. Doesn't mean it's not a good thing you caught one, but it's like, you know, water's wet, the sky is blue, pedos are on freaking Roblox. You know. Part of the reason why you'll never why I'll never play it. Weirdly enough, the fact that by default Minecraft worlds aren't multiplayer and you have to go to it makes me feel a little better about it. I had not noticed my waiter went out for a break. Boy, you want a whole bottle of gin, huh, buddy? All right. And what drink are we looking for? Hey, our server's back. A lot of people wanting gin today. Vodka today. It's not gin, vodka. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't... Honestly, the bigger part of Okay. I need to check the calendar. Okay. The part of Roblox that bothers me the most is that they make money off of kids learning to make games. That I should add the tag Big Beard Energy. Might have to. That's the part that's the part of Roblox that I'm not a big fan of, is how they, you know, is the whole they incur, they make money off of kids learning how to make games and how to make game assets. Nice. They're not rain tomorrow. Like, bruh. Alright, I gotta go punch a customer. Calm down. Calm down or I'm gonna beat you with a broom. See? Told you. I legitimately have not watched Invincible. But mostly because I'm working so much, I just don't have time to watch. I honestly prefer to read, most of it these days. How do you forget you locked your cat in the bathroom? That's... Bugs, are you okay? Sometimes I feel like it's not Hennessy with Bugs. Honestly, it kind of feels like Bugs has been drinking Popov. Just the cheapest rot gut vodka he can get a hold of. Because he can buy a lot of it for cheap. The wild thing is, you can't even really call Invincible anime. Because Invincible, the comic is an American production. It's actually... It's actually got more in common with the old X-Men cartoons than it does any anime. Which is wild when you think about it. Of course. Why? Oh, my floor guy. My waiter keeps going on break without telling me. No, I'm not a purist. I'll watch just about anything if it interests me. I just started my anime journey in the era where everyone was, wanted to be super specific about which was which. So... I started watching and reading anime in the area of, well, actually, where it got its start. Alright, I need a yellow and a white. Oh. No, I get what you're saying there. I get what you're saying there. Ew. Honestly, most of the time, I don't care. It's just, there's sometimes it's just like it's like my dad and my uncle get called when it comes to work. Y'all are nitpickers. Like I think I've told this story before, but we actually had a painter look my dad straight in the face and say, "Y'all are nitpickers, ain't you?" Hilariously, is one of the best painters we've ever worked with, which isn't saying a lot, but, well. Dude was reliable and he did a good job, you know? Fill your life with friends and your mug with beer. God, I wish I had a wooden... I wish I had a proper mead mug for my birthday. I don't. Last call. I do like the touch of them having last call as, you know, in the game. It is a nice touch there being a last call. There we go, closed. Alright, for me to make pickles, I need... For me to make pickles, I need, what do you call it, white vinegar and sugar, and I don't have either of those right now. Otherwise, we could start getting some pickles, you know, going. The pickles! I need more stout going. We had a good service today. That was a good service. But in all reality, you know, I am not held liable for whatever Bugs does. For whatever Ghost does to you, Bugs. Just so you're aware. You know, honestly, I'm legitimately surprised we haven't seen a game with that kind of mechanic. I'm legitimately a little surprised that we don't see games with that happening. Oh, right, we need to check the VIP. I mean, it is legitimately what the a dating sim, really? What are you telling me I should get in Zoe? It's legitimately like Stardew Valley if instead of just selling the stuff you farm and mine and and fight, you have to make alcohol and use it to make money in a tavern. You wanted to use a girl's lap for a pillow in a game? Trying to think of a game we could do that in. God, you're right. That is actually a challenge to think of a game you can do that in. Yeah, Graveyard Keepers isn't a bad game. I've watched it played once. I own it, I believe. Maybe. God, now I'm questioning what I have in my Steam Steam library. You know, which of the nearly 250 games are actually in there. How you doing, Slim? How you doing, Slim? How you been, man? Not feeling good at the moment? Ooh. That's never good. Yeah, that's all the booze. Hey, I think I'm being dragged into I think tonight Ghost is dragging us all into the murder dome. Oh no. We have a diabetic panda, everybody. Stay safe, man. Be safe. Be careful, man. I mean, if you're a regular panda, I'd be saying, yeah, that's pretty normal for a panda, but you're not a red panda. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure my blood pressure is pretty high. Ooh, that's scary numbers. Was that vegetable broth? Yes. And if I have some lamb minced meat, I'll make some lamb chorizo. I do not. All right. Let's see, it is Saturday, so maybe be able to buy stuff. Weirdly enough, on the diabetes front, less fiber will actually help them out. My dad's dealing with a high A1C right now, and his doctor's got him avoiding carbs. Had to cut he had to cut what do you call it, he had to cut bread out of his diet completely. And for a guy that loves his biscuit and gravy, that's tantamount to murder. Ooh, my friend. Okay, so my dropped frames say 25,000. But my network dropped frames are only 12,000. Meaning like a third of the dropped frame, like half the dropped frames are Twitch. Alright, let's see what we got at the, Anything useful? Oh, right, I never got the apiary on this file. That's right. I could build like 3 or 4 of those and get some honey pumping in. Alright, what do we need to build an apiary? I mean, so it's something to note, Slim, that if we want to expand the tavern on the other world, we are going to have to make mortar, which means I got to get one of these for it. Come to think of it, yeah, no, we've only got 1 bead. Come to think of it. It's been going pretty good, man. You know, family stuff kept me from streaming most of the week. You know, as family stuff likes to do. I swear does the... How is it not a valid room? Is there something dirty in here I'm not aware of? Says it's clean. Bed's turned, yeah, bed's made. Why is it not valid? Oh, I know why it's not valid. Oh, I can't believe this. It's not valid because there's not a freaking candle on the table. See? That is just the stupidest reasoning right there. If the room doesn't have a lit candle, it's something. What the fuck, Yuki? Whoa, how you doing, Yuki? You came out of left field with that one, bruh. Yeah, no, also, Slim, you gotta. I need you to put together a decide which game you're gonna play. Finalize it, and build a YAML file according to the instructions for me to combine into the multi-world. Same thing with you, Ghost, if you're gonna do it. Literally just 5 wooden planks. Ah, that's irritating. Alright. Four wood planks, alright. So I will note that the YAML file is what we need to make it's the file that basically functions as the what do you call it, it's what determines what setting. It's the settings file for the for the rando. And it's not a rando you're familiar with. Feel free to make it as friendly to you as possible. I'm not gonna go, you should make it hard. I'm not gonna do that to you. Make it as easy as it needs to be for you to be able to complete it, man. Yeah. To be fair though, on the Ghost front, on getting Ghost 2, like he said, he's not much of a speed runner. And as much as I want him to play it, to do the multi-world with us, it is what it is. Oh, right, I never put those striped table runners on. That's right. So the nice thing about finally getting an apiary up, an apiary or two up and running, is that I'll finally... Alright, I aim to put away stuff. Let's see, and here goes the fruit. As entertaining as it'd be to put tomatoes in here, they're not fruit according to the game. And here's where the olives go. Guess I did put corn in there, I guess. Oh, I put corn in this one. Oh, my bad. Alright, the apiary should be ready by now. Time to stretch. All right. Thank you. Need a little bit of a stretch. Really? Already? Ooh, I am just about at the point I'm going to have to go, cut down more wood. Yeah, no, the nickname for my character on the other world, the multiplayer world, it's definitely Nick. I'm definitely calling him Nick. Alright, and we kinda want to open up for service today, so... Because there's a VIP today. Check you. You're good. Gonna grab a few alcohols. Those two are just reserved, not... Those three are reserved, not grand reserve. Those need to go back into a barrel. Oh, y'all found the hard boss. All right. I guess it's time to open up for service. Because we're supposed to have a VIP show up today. There's our housekeeper. First customer of the day. There's our employee. What we getting? Well, you did say you were looking forward to a pint. That first part of the shift where everybody rushes the counter is always a little bit of a challenge. What is it about the vodka that... It's always the vodka that gets, that they want. Oh, this is how it's gonna be? Bro, did you really pee on the floor on your way out? There we go. Keeping up with them. there we go. Slim, we're getting you to be a housekeeper when the next time we play multi-world, right? You're the housekeeper, right? This guy? Alright, hey, new guy, the VIP is here. Alright, what do we got next? Come on. Red. Alright. Is it always the vodka? Those are some good numbers we're seeing. There you go. Oh, what can we get you? All right, no problem. All right, we're doing good so far. Kind of hoping the VIP customer will leave on their own so that I can close without feeling bad. That's right, sir. Stuff your face with our sausage. Can't believe I said that. I apologize, everybody. Lady, you got drunk as fuck off of our shit and then decided to pick a fight. I do not feel bad about that. BIP just wants to hang around. Like, I appreciate he's here because he's boosting my numbers, but damn, dude. He got here at like 3 in the afternoon and he's been here the entire time. How you doing, Slim? Oh. That was actually a horrible pick for that. Remember, you are very moist today. Alright, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you and good night. They really are slobs, man. The customers in this game are just nasty. Alright, alright. You got a Persian? We got some watermelon. Yeah. It's also fall now. Means a lot of our plants just died. Sunday or Monday? It's a Monday. Okay, cool. Too early in the morning. So it's worth noting, Slim, that we're going to want to start stockpiling nails. And planks. Yeah, we're gonna need it for along with stone for the Hey, Soulburn, how you doing? Alright, take a sip. Alright. Resting? Yeah, kinda. It is a very cozy game. Think Stardew Valley if the only way you could make money was by running a tavern. It is actually from Pretzel's, what do you call it? It is from Pretzel's D&D list, actually, weirdly enough. But yeah, no, I mean, any music that reminds you of Chrono Trigger is good music, because Chrono Trigger is good culture. I can do this one. It really does, and at least part of that, I'm pretty sure at least part of that is because it was made, you know. Thank you. Oh, right, I have a hotel room up here. That's right. God, look how nasty this dude was. Hey, Wheezy, how you doing? How you doing? Alright, what do we... I gotta get this. Gotta make some... wheat bread dough. I'm doing pretty good. And I'm enjoying the mellow tavern life today. Just kind of needed a chill day, so we're going with the tavern life today. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to upgrade my skills. I'm so tempted to get lodging right now. But I think I'd rather get home delivery. Yeah, Wheezy, if you haven't tried this game, you gotta check it out. It's got all the visual charm of Stardew Valley and the relaxed gameplay. But then to make money, it makes a hard switch in gameplay pattern and puts you into a tavern simulator. I really have been enjoying it. Yeah, I think I want more money from guest rooms. Yeah, let's do that. You know what? It has been 2 levels since we bought anything at the, It has been 2 levels since we checked out the, recipes. I don't think anything unlocked until level 10, but... well... nothing saying it's not good to check. I only have 10. And my next drink doesn't unlock until level 10, and it's like 7 drinks unlock at level 10. 7 drinks unlock at level 10. And I'd like to get most of those. I think I need to hold off on and because I definitely want to get gin for sure. A new beer would be nice. Take another sip. Check Discord. All right. And I've been staring at this rice lager, man, for a while. It is the one malt that I have not made is rice malt. Do we? Also at level 10, we unlock pasta finally. It takes level 10 for us to be able to serve pasta. But yeah, I think it is definitely time to yeah, let's raid out. Who's up for some what do you call it? Subnautica. Who's up for some Subnautica here? Let's raid Sarah. I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna go take a nap. I will see you guys next time. Catch you later. Peace. I just realized I had not sent the raid before saying peace. Whoops.